Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Sunday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather and sports. I am Aina Kweyo. In the news tonight, in September 2019, Rundu Town Council owed NamWater 76 million Namibian dollars. However, that debt has increased to over 200 million Namibian dollars as of the 30th of June this year. This was revealed by Council Strategic Finance Executive Sema Nekaro last Wednesday. He made the revelation during his presentation to the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Human Resources and Community Development, which is conducting public hearings on a motion aimed at writing off local authorities' historic debt. In 2019, Namibian Sun reported on the council struggled to pay its 76 million Namibian dollars owed to NamWater, a situation that resulted to frequent water cuts, which saw residents from Riverside town go days, if not weeks, without water. However, with Nekaro's recent revelation, the council owing NamWater 204 million Namibian dollars, this means that the council has not made any progress in as far as servicing its historic debt account with NamWater, which continues to accumulate interest. Nekaro indicated that the council is struggling to service its debt with NamWater because of poor revenue collection, which is attributed to only 1/3 of local authorities' account holders who are paying for the services. He explained that only around 5,000 out of 15,000 account holders are paying for the services or services for something. There is a high reluctance of the inhabitants in honoring their obligation with the council, hence the revenue collection is quite poor, Nekaro explained. This makes it difficult for council to religiously honor its obligation with a bulk supplier. He said that as at the 30th of June, the residents owed council 346 million Namibian dollars. In our next story, Namibia Wildlife Resort expressed its delight about the continued good recovery of the tourist industry in the country, with some of its key resorts recently fully booked out. Accommodation establishment in Namibia recorded an overall occupancy rate of 60.98% for July, just outperforming the 2019 statistics when the occupancy rate was 59.6% was recorded. When the Tourist Ministry recently announced that Namibia recorded 539,601 foreign arrivals in 2022, a massive increase of 99.4% from the 270,644 in the previous year. Meanwhile, the number of tourists who visited Namibia increased to 461,027 in 2022, up 98.1% from the previous year's 232,756 visitors. The figure indicates a 28.9% recovery level towards the 2019 tourist arrival statistic. Spokesperson of NWR, Nelson Ashipala, said that with the current upswing in visitor numbers, the company is on track to a better performance in the current financial year. He said in a significant achievement that underscores the resilience of Namibia's tourism sector. The weekend of 18 to 20 August saw NWR ski resort including Halali, Okaokweyo, Olifantrus, Namutuni and Seserim achieving an impressive 100% occupancy. Moving over to our next story, the Stamford Agricultural Show is now in full swing. Bega Hamse, the chairperson of the Stamford Farmers Union, tells NMH that the show and the auction for small livestock have grown to become one of the largest, if not the largest, such show in Southern Africa. Between grading of animals, there is plenty more to find, which is of interest to the farming community, from hunting and farming equipment to electrical fences and even fashion, even false kune. Moving over to our next story, the prominent mobile telecommunication operator MTC has shown its support in recent directives aimed at reducing roaming charges between Namibia and Botswana. These directives, the result of collaborative discussions between both countries' communication and technology ministers, mark a significant step towards improving cross-border communication and connectivity. Fikameni Mateus, MTC's corporate communication practitioner, expressed the company's endorsement of the directives, highlighting their alignment with national goals and efficient service delivery. Matthias stated that Matthias stated that at MTC, they always prioritize aligning national objectives and in turn serving their customers effectively. The company sees this move as a positive development in line with the aim of harmonizing regional roaming charges. The harmonization of roaming charges carries implications beyond finances, reflecting a shared vision of a more connected Africa. This vision resonates with MTC's commitment to using technology and innovation to advance society, with the African Continent Free Trade Area bringing opportunities for connected markets. The reduction in roaming charges is poised to enhance market efficiency. We look at the winner of the biggest fish caught at the Henties Bay Fish Festival after the break.
Welcome to Active Kids, a daily TV show that sparks creativity, learning, and fun for young minds. With exciting activities and lessons, Active Kids inspires curiosity and a love for learning.
New face to the 15.
The perfect mix of play and education. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Active Kids on NTV every weekday at 10 o'clock and let the adventure begin.
In our community talk tonight, Aubrey De Jager caught the biggest fish at the Henties Bay Fish Festival that took place on Saturday. His Tien Brass weighed in at 5.8 kgs. Otis Daniel chatted to him.
Meneer De Jager, goeiedag. Ja. U het sopas lekker steembras ingekom weer. Ja. Waar het u die vis gevang? Bij my op die Senegal. Watter aas het u gebruik? Met wat vang u? Die stok, patrol, ja? Excalibur stokke wat hier op die spike gebouw wordt. Met Taiwa patrolle, SL50 SL. Hoe lang vis u al? Sorry? Hoe lang vis u al? 44 jaar. Joe, is... my oma was Sarah De Jager, 30 jaar. Wow. Sarah se gat, is my oma. As kinders hier groot geraak. Nou sê vir my, neem jy jaarliks deel aan hierdie hengel? Ja, bly so, ja. O, u is hier woonagtig. Okay, het u hom al gewen voorheen? My seun het al 2 keer Koolstad prys van sy, en weer 'n keer 'n Koolstad gewees en my groot is. Hy het 2 keer al tweede plek gekry, ja. Ek het nog nooit. Is dit? Nou sê vir my, hoe laat het u begin vis vanoggend? Ons het 6 uur begin vang, maar ons het net gevang tot 12:15 toe nie. 12:15 sê 15 minute, dan ry ons. Ja, sê 15 minute vang ons die 2 visse. Wat is die wenk aan die ander hengelaars daar buite? Hou aan, probeer. Mix jou ases, try verskillende ases, verskillende plekke en doen jou bes. Baie dankie meneer.
In economic news, we look at the Capricorn Foundation renewing their commitment with the Omba Arts Trust.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My .NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
The Capricorn Foundation has affirmed its commitment to empowering rural artisans by announcing the renewal of a partnership with the Omba Arts Trust. The Omba Arts Trust is a not-for-profit social enterprise founded over 30 years ago to support sustainable livelihoods through arts and craft. The trust has made a tremendous difference in the lives of many Namibian rural artisans, artists and their families by developing and marketing some of Namibia's most iconic handicraft and Sana contemporary art. The Capricorn Foundation has been supporting Omba Arts Trust since 2021 and has committed 240,000 Namibian dollars for logistical assistance in producing and selling handicrafts, training and food support. The Omba Arts Trust support over 460 rural artisans. 32 artisans from these 430 are found in Okaku constituency close to Ondangwa. Their project is called Nekaya Pumba and was started in 1996 by the Omba Arts Trust, facilitating training and product development. Now let's have a look at our economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades for 23 Namibian dollars at 39 cents to 1 British pound, and Namibian dollars also trades for 20 Namibian dollars 11 cents to the euro and 80 Namibian dollars 64 cents to 1 US dollar. All commodities have increased except for gold, which dropped with 0.08%. Platinum increased by 1.13%, Brent crude oil 1.61%, and copper with 0.28%. In international news, we look at a brief evacuation issued for West Maui due to the bushfire.
To another exciting episode of Irongo Talk. Julle is die weer en vertel ook vir julle waar die vis julle monster gaan byt.
In our international news tonight, the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency on Saturday briefly issued an evacuation order for West Maui due to the brush fire. The order was in place for the Anapuni Loop to West Mahapulu, the agency said in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter. The order was subsequently lifted after firefighters stopped forward movement of the fire, the agency said in a follow-up post. The island of Maui was devastated earlier this month after the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century swept through the resort town of Lahaina, leaving 115 people dead and 338 missing. Search teams are still swifting through Lahaina's Beacon ruins, although officials said on Friday that the process was nearly complete. After the break, we return with the weather predictions for tomorrow. We are so excited to be kickstarting your morning with entertainment. Everything was happening during this past weekend.
Yes.
Exciting news.
Wow, no, she was killing it already.
In my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with him serving the full term.
As well as keeping you informed on the issues that you need to know happening in and around our country. The northern region will accept weather conditions that are clear throughout the day. The maximum temperature ranges from 24 to 28 degrees, while the minimum temperature ranges from 8 to 11 degrees. The coastal region can expect weather conditions that are clear throughout the day. The maximum temperature ranges from 26 to 33 degrees, while the minimum temperature ranges from 16 to 20 degrees. After the break, we return with the sports.
Welkom jullie, mijn naam is Brian Munango en ik is jullie aanbieder voor Gooi Kolen. Dit is donderdagse sportstrip noem. Einde van hierdie programma zal ik en hoe om Frans te praten. Je m'appelle? Je bent?
Le Jean.
Daar rit je me ko.
Is dit een onderbroek?
Blijf geschakeld, we zien jullie weer vrijdag volgende week.
Gooi kolen!
Gooi kolen!
Let's get into the sports for tonight. Brave Warriors captain Peter Shalulile is likely to miss the international friendly match between Namibia and Bafana Bafana on the 9th of September. The attacker limped off in a 4-0 win over Golden Arrows recently in a match where he scored a goal. Shalulile pulled his hamstrings, but the damage is not too extensive according to his coach Rolani Mokwena. Mokwena anticipates a speedy remission for the 29-year-old. Peter is out a couple more weeks, Mokwena told members of the media after the defending champions were made to sweat against Richards Bay as they won 1-0. It is difficult to predict with Peter because he is a different breed. Peter has a different mentality and his body reacts differently, so sometimes you think 3 or 4 weeks, but then he comes back a little faster. You saw it last season when he was supposed to be out for almost the entire season, and he actually came back a lot faster than we anticipated. So we have to go day by day with Peter, Mokwena added. The friendly match which Shalulile might miss is Bafana's preparation for the Africa Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast in January next week and for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in November. Moving over to our next story, Namibia's Alina Armas finished 49th in 2 hours, 40 minutes and 49 seconds, while Thomas Reinhold came 54th in the men's race. Of the 72 men, 18 did not finish. The men's race were won by Victor, who came first, Maru taking silver, and then Lul taking bronze. Amane Beriso led an Ethiopian 1-2 in the women's marathon. Moving over to our next story, African Stars Football Club have been eliminated from the CAF Champions League preliminary round following a 1-0 win to Zambia's Power Dynamos in Zambia today. The away goal rule ensured that the Zambians take the win and book themselves a place in the next round. After the break, we take a look at the highlights.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Here are the highlights from tonight's broadcast. In September 2019, Rundu Town Council owed NamWater 76 million Namibian dollars. However, that debt has increased to over 200 million Namibian dollars as of the 30th of June this year. This was revealed by Council Strategic Finance Executive Sam Nekaro last Wednesday. He made this revelation during his presentation to the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Human Resources and Community Development, which is conducting public hearings on a motion aimed at writing off local authorities' historic debt. Namibia Wildlife Resort expressed its delight about the continued good recovery of the tourism industry in the country, with some of its key resorts recently fully booked out. Accommodation establishments in Namibia recorded an overall occupancy rate of 60.98% for July, just outperforming the 2019 statistics when an occupancy rate of 59.6% was recorded. The Capricorn Foundation has confirmed its commitment to empowering rural artisans by announcing the renewal of partnership with the Omba Arts Trust. The Omba Arts Trust is a not-for-profit social enterprise founded over 30 years ago to support sustainable livelihoods through arts and craft. And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's broadcast. Please do make sure you watch Sunset News on Facebook, on all NMH platforms on weekdays, as well as on our website, which is called oneup2.com. Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 285, as well as GoTV channel 25 every weekday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. This has been Sunset News. Please don't end your day without us. Good night.